Monday, May 6, 2024, to respond to the charges. So, experienced coach Bashir Ford, what actually happened for him? There were allegations that he was pelted with stones. That is why he moved from the bench and relocate into the center. This and many more we're looking at. So far, week 28 recorded 14 goals, and the shock and the surprise is when Karela traveled to Doma to pip Adriana, and also Accra had Suffolk. Oh, phobia, what is happening? Just 4 points behind just to get to the drop zone. So quickly, before, let me give you the results for Mark 28 before I get to my pundits in the studio. Legon Cities 3, Berekum Chelsea 2. On Saturday, Adriana stayed at home for Karela to beat them by 2-1. That was a surprise everybody was talking about. It was the talking point this week. We'll find out from Prince Annang and Nanedu as well. Bebli United stayed at home. Lions, what brought the issues with Bashir Ford, where he has been charged. Mediama also stayed home for Kotoko to play 1-1. Nations played goalless with Gold Star. Summertex couldn't. So made sure they maintained their lead on the league table. Were Great Olympics, the Wonder Club of Ghana, still struggling. And Saterman stayed at home and played goalless with Bofakwa Tunnel. Hearts of Folk, can they survive the pressure? Their next game is up there against Berekum Chelsea. They stayed at the Crossport Stadium, where they were beaten by Lions. This and many more coming on the show. Shown in here, Gplheadquaters, Thursday edition. Maybe I will be later on. You may be a phone line, so now so watch it. I'm in the studio. Let me welcome my pundit, Prince the Annang. Welcome
Tony.
to the show.
Good to have you.
Okay. Yeah, Prince, week 28, there were some shocks, some surprises. And it's all about the Karela game. Everybody was talking, how do you travel to Doma and beat Adriana?
Simple. You travel to Doma and you beat Adriana because Adriana hasn't got a team. It's as simple as ABC.
Why, your champion is failing?
He's not failing. He hasn't got a team. Half the regulars are injured.
Ooh.
And then the chicken that bears the golden egg has been sold. So how do you expect him to conjure magic, as it were? Isaac Minta is no longer with the team. He's gone. The goal scorer,
depleted side.
Yeah, Kelvin is not scoring. Bright has not found the rhythm. And if you watch over the last 3 matches or so, he's not kept a regular first 11. It's because the players are battered. They're injured. So he has to struggle to come up with players to play games. You know, his next game is trekking to Accra to play Accra Lions, in-form Accra Lions. And you'll see things for yourself. I saw the result and I wasn't too surprised, based on the fact that if Adriana has an all-round team, everybody knows the strength of Adriana, especially when they are playing at Nana Ajimambedu, the second part. But I found out that the team is depleted, you know. And so it's very difficult for him to keep that winning mentality with the team. Now, don't forget, Karela are also in dire straits. They need the points to climb up the ladder. And so Abukari Damba believes that, look, any team that he has to play with, whether he's playing home or away, the instruction is very simple. We need 3 points. And so let's go out there, regardless of where we are playing, to pick up the 3 points. And I think it's finally sunk into the team that they would have to lift up their game. And we saw that especially when they beat Kotoko in their first match at the Nasheriga Park in Nalerigu. It's been a slow but sure climb for them. You know, and I doff my hat off for the likes of Yawa Champong under what he's playing, the circumstances under which he's playing. And another team, I thought you were even going to call them a surprise, Legon Cities.
Yeah.
It is not so smooth with Legon Cities. Players grumble each and every day. Coach has to virtually ask players to come to training. But Legon City players, because of the fact that they are coached by one of the top-notch head coaches we have, that is in Parkwesi Fabian, a lot of support is given to him from the players. And every time they've given him the support, they've churned out the results. You understand? There are a lot of goings on in the teams. And when we get deeper into the teams, we will find out that all is not rosy. Certainly not.
Looking at their position on the league table, Legon Cities, that's by what Prince, what is really going on there? They are not performing badly. And this should tell you, these are soldiers who want to fight well under Parkwesi. Yes, they are Legon Cities.
Yes. You remember they've been live on TV for the last 2 games.
Yeah.
And so if you were at Dewu, maybe you would get a fair idea of or an inkling into some of these issues we're talking about. But the players have to come out. They get onto the park and they do what they know what to do best with support from Parkwesi Fabian. At the end of the day, Parkwesi Fabian stands tall.
Is it salaries, bonuses?
It's a combination of everything. It's a combination of everything, you know. And when you talk to some officials, when you talk to some players, they give you an inkling into what exactly is happening. But be that as it may, Legon Cities are churning out the points that they want. And so kudos to them. Accra Lions, what can we say? They are in their element. They are in their prime, you know. And I was just telling my boss, Mr. Laji Fadi Fatal, a while ago, that this is the season for the younger generation or the young teams. They are showing the older clubs exactly what it takes to not only run a football club, but play on the field, get the desired results, and raise your head above water. That is what is happening.
So, that is Prince Annang giving an insight into what is happening to Legon Cities. Adrian and Timu Amunim, the Ekoso, our Legon Cities, and Adrian, and then a Prince, there too, John. And Tenyasa Karela Koho, and said the Madibi Ekoso, and Edisham. I see your champion, the players in the Omobo game, a fa Ipra, in Tenyasa, Karela Nona, Nahon, in Ewoso. But yeah, that's sorry, Coach Bashir Hayford, Omode Tabo, Aton, so. Nanedu. Coach Bashir Hayford.
Tony, you know, special greetings to our cherished viewers and
especially
more seniors about so sharing insights about
some of the clubs.
Yes. Penny Nishi Crown or Obache.
Obache.
Baye
na Obache.
Abane.
That be you say the saying is that Openyi Nishi Crown Obache. Baye na Openyi Nishi no.
Na channel training is a difference in the so why the which one what does it? Yeah. So I think that when you look at the few games that we've seen in the week 28, interesting games and stuff. But when you look at the reports coming from Bechim United and what happened to head coach Bashir Hayford, to be honest, sometimes some of these teams hosting some of these personalities. And so many to say about them. Per what we heard from Bashir Hayford on one no, it looks like they were throwing things on the foot of play, especially where the away team were sitting. A bit issue, kind of say a born idea. So it was not good for association football. So Openia, he has been through the ranks, coaching in the last 30 years in Ghana football, right from school days to Power FC. Coaching the likes of, Ebusua Drafts, Asante Kotoko, Hasso Folk, Ash Gold, and the likes, Legon Cities, under 17 female team, Black Queens, passing through a lot. Heart of Lions back to back.
Yeah.
So it tells you a rich experience in Ghana football. So if when your opportunity about we Benya first goal, and this kind of things can happen to him in Ghana football, I think it's about time the Football Association and people that want our football. Somebody on my attention across some of these games because looking at the point board about the league log, everybody would like to get the maximum time, especially when they are playing at home. So Obia 3 points at home, very interesting at the man.
Yeah.
We're keen interest in that. So I think the Football Association should do everything possible. Once, but say for the breaching something, no, me did to myself the sanction the punishment, no man. But sometimes we should go deep and look inside the case.
Yeah, baby, or down in there, my frustrating.
It could be a factor. It could be a factor, but. The things they see, you're too much say a see and pa. That's the first thing. Then they see you're too war. You're too show. Ebi kwa say ye to nyame saying those things. The most important thing is we need to investigate say the things that they were saying is sanity. If yes, sometimes we should lower some of these things, and experienced coach like this passing through the rounds, things like this happen to him. Eventually, no, about reactive with some 1 or 2 staff. So I think the football associations last 6 games here, they should take in interest in some of these games, and sour teams need to be helped the maximum 3 points at all costs. No, we should take in interest in those staffs.
Okay, let's look at the league table as it stands, and we'll come back to it. Still on the GPL headquarters, and the league table still has Summertex leading the pack, followed by 52 points, followed by Nations. They have 45 points. Accra Lions, hey, a revelation there, 43 points on 3rd position. Aduana Stars, they have 42. And Sutterman 42.
And the next game, the 2 of them are meeting.
Yes, sure. Berkum Chelsea. Berkum Chelsea who will be playing Hearts of Folk.
No, it's Accra Lions hosting Aduana Stars.
Aduana Stars at Crasmore Stadium. Yeah. Yes, of course. So, Bechem United, they have 40 points. Mediama Sporting Club, 40 points. Bebli Gold Stars, 39 points, making the first half of the league table. And for the second half, Legon Cities, they have 38 points. Asante Kotoko, 37 points, 11
and position. They are meeting on Sunday.
And another crucial game at the Barbara Sports Stadium where Kotoko will be at home to Legon Cities.
A win for them will take them to 40.
Definitely. But we'll look at House of Folk, 35 points. Hey, what is happening to the Phobian Club? Somebody said Togby must also come in with a strong wording like Otunfo did. Karela, 34 points, living in the relegation zone. Great Olympics, the Wonder Club of Ghana, with 1 outstanding game, 33 points. Bofo, Kwatano, in Suyi Pebre. Hey, Bofo, 32 points, 15 position. Dreams. They have 4 outstanding games with 31 points. Heart of Lions, can the Kwando Lands really survive with 29 points? Real Tamale United, can we say it's a foregone conclusion? No. No.
Maybe I go it is done.
Okay, so then I do 28th week. That is our table next year. Let me go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll delve to the nitty-gritties of what is going to happen week 29 and what will happen in week 28.
GPL headquarters.
When I day home and want something quick to chop, everything there inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water, so it's made easy. Keep carry make it a bio, chop 'em anywhere. It a bio for your office, boarding house, everything there. I only need some water, so it's made easier. Kivo Gary mix,
Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix, soakings are easy. This advert is FDA approved.
GPL headquarters.
I believe that it's ahead of moments, and I'm sure once they keep this spirit behind us, we'll be always ahead.
So, the Dr. Prosper Nete Ogum, the revival of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, he made a key statement that our supporters are here in their numbers. Prisoner, Kotoko supporters following the team to Akompak for the first time after Otufo's historic statement that he was going to disband the team.
Well, I think the most important thing was the fact that that clarion call made by Opimswo seems to have gotten into the hearts of many a Porcupine Warrior fan. And so indeed it was very easy for them to pick up their
so
stuff and to say that, hey, let's go. That element was there. I may not be in a position to say a permanent yes or no, but that position was there. But what we saw in Takwa was something different, something else. The leadership of the supporters were there. The grassroots supporters were there. They came in their numbers. I spoke with
Christopher.
There's this popular fan. Is it Poli? Yes.
Poli.
I spoke with Poli, and he says, look, even if Nana had not spoken, some of them, the die-hard fans, would still have followed the team because it's something they've been doing all the time, you know. But then they realized that after the win against Samatex, there was the likelihood that this was a changing face. And so for the team to also be boisterous and confident that, look, we can conquer the rest of the teams in the rest of the matches, why don't we, the supporters, make our presence felt? And so as early as 8 o'clock or even 7 o'clock, the fans were there. As we drove from Accra, we had to drive by the hotel on our way to the stadium to do the setup. The fans were, there was a crowd at the Kotoko hotel, you know, giving them the support, giving them the encouragement, urging them on. They followed the bus from the hotel right down to Akun Park, you know, and they comported themselves. You know, it was an away game, so there was pretty much they could do. But they were there, they cheered the team on to victory. Kotoko got the first goal, and then Midiama equalized. And if you spoke to, by and large, majority of the teams, they were all content with the fact that, well, a draw or a point apiece is good enough for both sides. Although, obviously, Midiama fans believe that they should have won, and likewise the Kotoko fans. But it brought the best out of the kind of support that we've been used to in terms of Kotoko, in terms of Hearts, etc., etc. And like Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum said, he doffed his hat off for all the players, and it was an easy and a clear header into the goalpost with Che completely beaten. But the comeback or the fighting spirit of Midiama was clearly visible in the second half when they came out of the dressing room, took the game to their opponents, managed to get a penalty, and they got the equalizing goal.
Okay, so Prince and Aboyemo, our Kotoko, the fans echo Akon Park, echo Bebli, and he was there, he saw it, and he has reported it. He did the commentary, of course. It will be a they see it, and the Kotoko spirit, you know, is back. House of Folk. Na ne do so echo Accra Sports Stadium. Oni Jusa Kokwe. Na ne do so mboyemu has what is happening? Yes, supporters is on betie etua. What are obeto materials enya na it is a house game no and then koyi. And tactically Accra Lions were better side. Na ne do boyemu.
I think it will spread the play because there is blessing, there is a winning. And they are two passive wingers. There is no other team among those two strong passive wingers than Accra Lions.
The whole Premier League.
Even so say Usu is good for Samatex, by your but for Accra, the two of them are very stubborn.
Yeah.
They are the reason why Kotoko lost by 3-2 in Kumasi.
Yeah.
So we shall play now. Call the draw or the Shokan bar medal. Emma Boss a deep line playmaker. In Sobila and Abbas Samari are no more part of the Accra Lions team because of the presence of some of these young guys.
Okay. The tactical play from here. Look at how the ball was distributed.
Yeah.
Look at the defenders right into the 18. Into a game plan be Okano. They use their wingers.
And that was working for them. But one mistake Ameka said, my own coach, Albakari Watara, Maka said, is a very good coach. Maka wants to say he should stay to the DM role because you are playing against Accra Lions team on what Percy wingers.
Yeah.
So you have two strong central defenders and one holding midfielder who can sit right in front of the back four. So Shokan distribute in Chanda. What we say again? We say Shokan at Assassin. The whole midfield is for him. Ojebona, the most important thing is to spread play. What spread the play? Oh, buy has to focus defenders. There is Dennis Costa, there is Michael Ampodu. So automatically it will force the central defenders. So that is why you need a proper DM to sit in front of them.
Right.
So Gredo Tanga film no as a son has game no. So like I say, Ibrahim Tanko and Accra Lions bench did a good job making sure Tanga film no, putting more pressure on the Hearts defense. That is why they went out and scoring that goal for Hearts for team. They've done a great job and I'm picking the maximum 3 points.
Nanedu, let's look at the tactical and technical analysis from here.
Yeah.
This is where the build-up started.
So about midfield, not midfield and early Coins.
But the best option should have been a
but because they spread play, no, on moment to me about midfield first. Now start Coins.
So just to have a decoy maybe and take your attention of the defenders. Normal dream and
About spread him. So you defend and you defend with your back.
Yeah.
They will be going forward with their front. That will put more pressure.
Yes. His eyes on the ball. Or your legs. When him say he needs to cover that space there before the ball is placed there. And how it started in it.
Yes. So you can see upon Franny. On no defended that ball no. And that is Kofi Abesima.
So the ball is placed behind upon Franny.
And therefore upon Franny.
Then the chap on the
discusser is trying to cover.
But why you late?
Why you late?
Okay.
So it means Abesima captain will have to cover for Franny.
That distance there, the best option should have been that winger no Orban.
Yes, that is the discusser. Unless cover. The winger
and the concert was caught on the recovery. Yeah, so now you should have stayed and watched the ball.
Once you are playing against Blessing and Awuni, you need to be alert at all times. Their strength is right from Shokan to Blessing and Awuni.
So when you take Shokan out, what's same midfield? He's the engine of the team.
Man, he's the deep line in Sobila. And Lucy Abbas Amari. But I won't feel because the Shokan guys and those young guys are doing a great job for them.
Right.
The strength is there 2 wingers, Blessing and Awuni. What's stopping Blessing and Awuni? Because number 9 no.
Anyway, this is advice to Yahweh Champon who is watching us by now and the prince knows that
it makes it difficult